Hi, Kristy here with Beyond the Box and Jerry Capp from Jerry Capp Construction. We're going to talk a little bit about our new build series and pester Jerry with some questions. So Jerry, how do people get started in the new build process?
Probably the first thing would be is talk to your banker, see what you qualify for. Unless you have lots of money and don't need a banker, that would be step one. See how much house you can build. So we'd start there. And from there, once you find that out, find a contractor. And if you qualify for just some fictitious number, say 400, see how much house that will build and talk to your contractor and whoever you're getting to build your house and see if you can do 10 bedrooms or 2 and 1 bath, whatever the case is.
8-car garage.
Yes.
When people are looking for a contractor, is there anything specific that you'd recommend, like questions to ask?
Maybe ask if they have any referrals, if you can see any of their work. Talk to people they built before. If they don't have nothing good to say about them, maybe check someone else out.
Referrals, that word
Yes.
of mouth. So then once they find a contractor and they've asked those questions, what's the next step after that?
Most people that I work with, they've already got their lot. Once in a while, somebody doesn't have their lot yet. So see what area of town they want to build in. A lot of subdivisions, you think, oh, this is a nice place, I'll build here. You're wanting a 1,400 square foot house, and it might be mandatory to build a 2,000 square foot house, 3-stall garage minimum, twice as much as you thought you're going to build. So make sure what area you're looking at is something that's not going to kill you as far as dollar signs to get that built.
Oh, that makes sense. And then, at some point, then you bring in the architect after you pick out the lot to position it on there. Is that correct?
Yes. Know how many square foot you can kind of qualify for. Maybe whoever the contractor is, he said, well, I built a house really close to what you're talking. He can give you some plans, maybe modify those. And some people find plans on the internet or whatever, and they'll just fall in love with that house and have the draftsman draw it up. And
at what point does the budgeting, like line item budgeting, come in? Because obviously, too, depending on your lot, that could involve an overdig, piers like was at Jen's house. That's a big, expensive portion, I'm guessing.
Yes, and if you're in the city, you have to have a geological report for the city before they'll let you do any building of any kind. Check out most of your newer subdivisions. They've already done some testing, and they'll know if it's a 2-foot overdig piers, or maybe out of town far enough, it might be a gravel bed, and you don't have to do any of the above. Another thing that if you're building out of town, check on the septic system. We've put in septic systems that cost $9,000, and we put them in that cost $30,000. So a lot of people will buy a lot not realizing that and think they got their money all pretty well figured out, and then we'll say, well, septic system, you're looking at $32,000 for your house for this many bedrooms.
So then once they look at the dirt, they got through the lot, they figured that out, they've gone to the architect. At what point do they get to pick out the fun stuff, Jerry?
As soon as you know what kind of dollars you have to spend, your drafts or whoever you're working with to build your house, have him give you a bid, and he'll say for $350,000, we can only spend, say, $20,000 on cabinetry. And cabinets are like buying a new pickup. You can spend $20,000 or $70,000. There is a wide spot in there of dollars to be spent in appliances.
And that's the same with faucets.
Yeah,
appliances,
plumbing,
for sure.
Electrical.
Tile backsplash.
Yes.
Everything.
Flooring. Just take your plans to a flooring shop and tell them what you want, and then see if you can afford what you want, or maybe you have to squeeze a few dollars somewhere.
What would be the best advice that you could give somebody looking to build a house?
Whatever your wife wants, let her do it. Keep life simple. It's way better.